splenectomy in that case? Two questions. What was the indication of laparotomy in that case? In the distal tail of the pancreas injury. And you told was the patient was deteriorating, seeing you for because in the CT scan finding you told there is no ascites, this means there is no hemoperitoneum or anything. And why spleen was removed?
So it was a pancreatic tail transection on exploratory laparotomy. We found that the tail of the pancreas was transected. There's a picture here which clearly shows a transected tail of the pancreas. So that is why the splenectomy had to be done. It was a through and through transection, and the decision why we did an exploratory laparotomy was that clinically the patient was he had a distended abdomen, his blood pressures were falling, and since he had this sort of an injury, it was best to explore it rather than manage him conservatively.
Okay.
I think I will just add on to that. See, this patient presented to us with an acute abdomen. We did a CT scan. He was deteriorating. He had a pulse rate of about 140. And when we did the CT scan, it showed this deep lesion in the tail of the pancreas exposing the duct. Now, the reason why a splenectomy was done, I fully agree with you. Normally, we would not do. In fact, there was another case which was done just 1 week after that. That was for a cystic neoplasm, where we did a spleen preserving distal pancreatectomy. The reason why we did a splenectomy for him was that his general condition was not that stable, and at 2 o'clock in the night, in an unstable condition, to try and preserve the spleen in a traumatic patient is a little cumbersome. Otherwise, yes, if the patient would have been hemodynamically perfectly stable, the spleen preservation should be done and would have been done. This was at 2 o'clock in the night, patient was unstable, and I thought that it was not worth our while as a life-saving measure. We went ahead and did the splenectomy along with it. It makes it slightly simpler, that's all. Yes, ideally speaking, the spleen needs to be preserved, but not in patients who are hemodynamically unstable. We always would like to have a living patient at the end of the procedure.
My next question is in the one more case, the duodenal polyp. Why it could not be removed by snaring, endoscopy wise? Why it needed a laparotomy? Could have very well be removed without a laparotomy. And what was the indication of colonoscopy in that case?
So basically, the duodenal polyp was missed on 2 occasions by a previous endoscopy, and the third endoscopy, which finally diagnosed it as a polyp, we did an exploratory laparotomy only to see and a colonoscopy was done only to rule out multiple polyp disease of the colon. If there are multiple polyps, whether they are or not present in the colon. Secondly, we did an exploratory laparotomy just in case to be sure of any other lesion distal to the lesion which was formed in the first part of the colon.
That can be done by...
Or any other incidental finding.
That case was endoscopically could not be diagnosed outside. I was doing endoscopy in this case. I found this mass and I was not able to see the pedicles. It was very broad based. And so we put down for open surgery. So endoscopically
as we told UGScopy finding was it's a peduncular marker. I asked. If you could not have seen, okay.
No, it has not seen. The pedicule could not be seen endoscopically.
It was presented. I asked. One more question about that carcinoid tumor. Why laparotomy was done? You are very well seeing by laparoscopy there are multiple seedlings, and you can very well take a biopsy by laparoscopy. Why laparotomy was done?
Yes, in fact, the biopsy could have easily been taken by laparoscopy, but the problem was we really did not know. First of all, we did not know it was a metastatic carcinoid. That came out only after the biopsy was available to us a couple of days ago. But we wanted to know where the primary was, and we were unable to locate the primary through the laparoscope. So that is why we converted, and you see those 2 small nodules, we were unable to see it through the laparoscope, so we converted and then got the primary. Otherwise, we could have, yes, the biopsy could have easily been taken through the laparoscope.
Thank you.
Any more question, please? Balabhadra and Dr. Balabhadra invitation. I have to say,
I think the next.
next is